So you want to build the best investing portfolio possible without overcomplicating everything. Well, you came to the right video because today I'm going to be breaking down the 3 only ETFs you need in your portfolio to build some serious wealth. So in this video, I'm going to show you what these 3 ETFs are, why each one is so important, how I personally split my money between them, and how this simple 3 ETF portfolio could potentially turn into millions of dollars over time. Real quick before I get into the video, if you guys want some free stocks, the brokerage I use is giving away some free stocks up to $1,000, I think. So if you want it, grab it while you can. I'll put the link down below. Now, most people make investing way harder than it needs to be. They're always chasing the next big thing, reading charts, following every piece of news, and spending hours trying to figure out what to buy next. That's why I like ETFs. I'm sure most of you already know what an ETF is, but just as a quick rundown, an ETF is basically a basket of companies bundled into one investment. So instead of trying to guess which individual company is going to win, you can own hundreds of companies at the same time. And for most people, that's the cheat code. You don't need to pick the next Apple, the next Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, or Google. You can own all of them inside just one fund. Okay, starting off with the first ETF in the portfolio, which is going to be VOO, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. If I had to explain the VOO in the simplest way possible, it's basically a way to invest in the 500 largest companies in America. So when you buy VOO, you're not betting on just one single company, you're betting on the largest and most dominant businesses in the US economy. Inside VOO, you're getting companies like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, and hundreds of other major companies that basically touch every part of our lives. So technically, if one company has a bad year, you still have 499 other companies making you money. And that's why VOO is the foundation of this portfolio. It's not the flashiest ETF. It's not going to make you feel like a genius overnight, but this is the type of ETF that lets you sleep at night, because if the US economy keeps growing over the long term, VOO is positioned to benefit from that. And honestly, who doesn't believe the economy is going to keep growing over time? Now, VOO isn't the only ETF that tracks the 500 largest companies. There's also SPY, IVV, and a bunch of others. But VOO is my favorite because it gives you the same S&P 500 exposure with an extremely low expense ratio, or you can think of it like a fee, which is around 0.03%, which means for every $10,000 invested, you're paying about just $3 in fees per year. It also has a dividend yield of around 1%. So even though it's not really a dividend ETF, you're still getting some income along the way just for holding the ETF. Now let's use a simple example. Historically, the S&P 500 has averaged around a 10% return per year over the long period of time. So if you invested just $10,000 into VOO once and didn't put any money back in, over 30 years, that $10,000 could grow to around $198,000. Or if that's too much upfront money for you to invest at once, let's say you do $100 a month. For 30 years at that same estimated return, you can end up with around $226,000. No additional money, no stock picking, no day trading, no trying to time the next crash, and no checking your portfolio every 10 minutes. Just buying a low-cost fund, staying consistent, and letting time do the work. But here's the thing, VOO is a great foundation, but it's not the most aggressive growth ETF. It's built to anchor the portfolio, not necessarily supercharge it. That's where ETF number 2 comes in. The second ETF is QQQM. Now, this is the growth engine of the portfolio. QQQM tracks the NASDAQ 100, which means it owns 100 of the largest tech and growth companies. These include companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Meta, and tons of other ones. So this ETF is much more concentrated in companies, driving technology, AI, cloud computing, innovation, and tons of other things. Now, there are actually 2 popular options here. There's QQQ and QQQM. QQQ is more well-known ETF, but I personally prefer QQQM for long-term investing. They track the same NASDAQ 100 index and give you exposure to the same type of companies, but QQQM has a much lower expense ratio of about 0.15%, which makes it the better option because you're paying less fees, which means more money in your portfolio. But you need to understand that QQQM is not necessarily as safe as VOO since it's more heavily weighted towards tech and growth companies. When the market drops, drops, QQQM can drop harder. But over the long period of time, that extra growth exposure can also be extremely powerful. So let's use a little bit more of an aggressive example. If you invested $10,000 into QQQM just once and it averaged a 14% return over the course of 30 years, that $10,000 could grow to around $509,000. Or if that's, like I said, too much upfront money and you invest just $100 a month, same thing over the course of 30 years, that estimated return would put you at around $549,000. Now, does that mean QQQM is guaranteed to do that? No, unfortunately not. There will be down months, there will be bad years, there will be times where growth stocks get crushed, just like, it did with other major crashes like the dot-com crash, COVID, and other major sell-offs. But if you zoom out, you'll notice that it always recovers and keeps growing over time. So now we have VOO as a foundation, QQQM as a growth engine, but there's still one problem. Growth is great, but it doesn't pay you while you wait. And that's where ETF number 3 comes in. All right, and the third ETF is SCHD, and this is the dividend layer of the portfolio, because this ETF is made up of companies that pay you just for owning the shares. And honestly, this is one of my favorite ETFs for people who want their portfolio to feel more real. Because when you're investing in growth ETFs, most of the money is made on paper. Your portfolio goes up, your portfolio goes down, but you don't really feel anything unless you sell. SCHD is different because it focuses on high quality US companies that pay dividends and have strong fundamentals. So instead of just chasing the highest dividend yield, SCHD looks for companies that can actually have the ability to keep paying these dividends and growing these dividends over time as well. And this matters because a high dividend yield by itself can be a trap. Sometimes you'll see stocks paying crazy dividends like 10% or even 20 to 30%. And on the surface, that looks amazing, but a lot of times that high yield is a warning sign that that company might not be as strong as it looks. So just because some company pays a big dividend doesn't automatically mean it's a good investment. And SCHD tries to avoid that by focusing on quality, profitability, and dividend sustainability. It also has a super low expense ratio or fee of just 0.06%, and it usually pays a much higher dividend yield than VOO and QQQM. I think right now it's about like 3.25%. For example, if you had $100,000 invested in SCHD and it was paying around that 3.25% dividend yield, that would be about $3,250 per year just in dividends. Let's say you had $500,000 invested, that would be $16,250 per year. And if you had $1 million invested, that would be about $32,500 per year in dividends, or roughly $2,700 per month. Now, I know that might not sound like a crazy amount at first, but remember, this is income you're getting without having to clock in for work, manage any tenants, answer maintenance calls, or do anything for it. You get paid no matter what. It's truly as passive as it can be. And the best part is if you don't need the income yet, you can just reinvest those dividends as well, growing your portfolio over the long term much faster. Now, SCHD most likely won't outperform QQQM or VOO in the long term, but that's not its job. Its job is to give your portfolio more balance, and most importantly, more income and exposure to companies that are usually more mature, profitable, and consistent. So now we have all three pieces. VOO is the foundation, QQQM is a growth engine, and SCHD is the passive income machine. Now, let's put them together. If I wanted to keep this as simple as possible, I'd start with an equal weight portfolio, so around 33% VOO, 33% QQQM, and 33% SCHD. That means if you have $10,000, that's around $3,333 into each ETF. Now, is this the perfect allocation for everyone? Most likely not. So let me break it down across different age groups real quick. So this is a good visual of how I would divide up the money depending on where you are in life. So option one, this is going to be the balanced approach. This is going to be mainly for everybody. I would say about 90% of people. VOO about $4,000, QQQM about $3,000, SCHD about $2,000, and cash $1,000 just in case, the market drops or you want to invest some more money. It's good to always have some cash on hand. Now, let's say you're a little bit younger. I would go a little more aggressive into the tech exposure just because you have more time. So VOO is going to be around $3,000, QQQM is is going to be a little higher, about $5,000, and SCHD about $1,000, and cash about $1,000. Now, let's say you're a little bit older. Obviously, you don't want to be as riskier, so I'm going to play this more safe. It would be VOO about $4,000, QQQM about $1,000, SCHD about $4,000, and cash $1,000. And let's say you want to just keep it simple. You don't want to put your money everywhere. You just want to keep it as easy as possible. I would just put all your money into VOO, $9,000 in there. And then again, just have some cash lying around just so you can invest some more money or just if other opportunities come up. Now let's talk numbers. If this portfolio averaged around 11.3% per year return over the long term, taking the average across all three ETFs, here's what that would look like. A one-time $10,000 investment could grow to around $30,000 in 10 years, $94,000 in 20 years, and $291,000 after 30 years. And remember, that's with no extra money added, just one $10,000 investment left alone. But again, most people don't have $10,000 lying around, so let's make it a little bit more realistic. Let's say you invested $10 into this portfolio. That's around $300 a month. Not saying it's easy for everyone, but way more realistic than needing a giant lump sum up front. That same estimated return, a $10 a day investment could grow around to $66,000 after 10 years, $270,000 after 20 years, and over $898,000 after 30 years. And that's the part most people don't understand. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about giving your money enough time to compound. Because in the beginning, investing feels slow. You put in $100, $200, $300, and it feels like nothing is happening. But eventually, your money will start making more money. Then that money starts making even more money. And after enough time, the portfolio just starts doing all the heavy lifting on its own without you even needing to deposit any more money in. So if you're new to investing or you just want a simple portfolio, you don't have to overthink, this would be my 3 ETF setup. As I said, VOO for the foundation, QQQM for growth, and SCHD for dividends. As I said, if you guys want some free stocks, I'll leave a link to the brokerages I use down below. They're giving away some free stocks, I think up to like $1,000 just for signing up. So if you want them, grab them while you can. Make sure to subscribe for more investing made simple, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.